I was fading. I was happy fading.
Blade and sword. Both are yours, Arthur. For Avalon. For Arthur.
You wear his shadow. Is that why I came? for a moment. I was fading. I was happy fading.
I sense the I am the of them, yet you shall time if you seek such or ask. You must choose. Would you know or this or the so many come, none like you have. The stone, the first I watched at the pattern remain. One rests still, perhaps but to say I do not know. I was woken. I wake to the watch when enough take the.
If the curse is broken, then why do I feel the pull? You wear his shadow. Is that why I came? Bertolak? Where did you go? He was just here. I know he was.
What's on your mind? Oh, I'm quickly. Let's hide it. Tell me. That's from. I've heard of but. Well, that explains. I'd love to hear. But right. So tell. Cave paint? A nap? Thank you. I hope only the most.
Never. It only proved. Sadly, our encounters with them were limited to the battlefield. We saw creatures that dragged the body or living beacons that, but this construct seems lands we had to. We had no time, but now, with the who knows? But first.
You lost. This is the village of this. Listen, I don't know. I just have. You should have led with it.
What is the ending for this? Of this? We close? I'm very, very close. A dead body. So much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have 5 dead body. I don't know why.
And who might you be, if she's rightful? Can't you see this? He fought bravely. It's a... Hey? Ah, perhaps. I'm Barlam, the chieftain. Welcome to the Svine lands, where the tribe that's just ceased to exist. Let me guess, not because I want to. And as you can see, not having a tribe is... I don't know you. But I do have a solution. Fine. She should be nearby. Once that's done, meet me.
By the way, Robin, if you want me to join the Warhammer, the point is you need at least answer my problem. I need no, you know?
Outside, tell. Not so hard. Trying to understand. It's slaughter. No idea. Though, they of all people. No time. Fine. I'm vet. I spent. Vragi talks enough. Vragi and I'm trying. Watch your step.
A face, counted stone birth, the things, parchment stone, even if nothing, you can sometime, may be careful. No name, the stone, not all.
You outsiders in the village.
Sure, that. Anyway, watch your. What do you. We have. Here's some. Well then, the two of you aren't talking. Wait, one of our hunt with everything that. And do. Because someone has. Good. No. Sometimes we No. No need to let.
I will not fail again.
Have I been called, or have I wandered? Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me?
Blade and sword. Both are yours, Arthur.
Granting me a chance at redemption.
What do you. What? You went to the. There is no miss. But now that I'm the best huntress here, go talk to Barlam. These are Svinelands. I can't tell you more. Well, you. Even the dead. Much like. He's been in. But turns out he. Yeah. Besides that, It is. But we'll survive. And you? Brekel.
kill you. Maybe. You survived Kjell's trial. The Stagfather. They claim that when he arrived, he would devour, and that's how the story... He is our most important. He watched over, but, as it often, the first group decided that the faithful joined. One of ours. Good. He accepted the god in... We don't have much time, and trust me, we have to act quickly. Although
abandon this ship.
I have no idea where to even start.
What is then abandon this ship?
Out of the question. If we don't deal with the Stagfather, what happened here will happen to
By the way,
rest of
Robin,
the four
next time if you
souls.
want to
only thing
invite
that's
me to
happened
join
so
the
far
Warhammer,
is
you at least
proving
need
don't
on
know
there
fear,
to tell me what color
but
we
you know
have.
how to handle a
Most
weapon.
time I won't join the Warhammer, but
Now,
I ask
I
you
need
and you
someone
don't answer,
willing
and
to
I
help
don't know
the
they go
fine
or not.
tribe.
Wrong for your life.
Well,
Yeah.
good
Let's go kill her.
Glirna. She must. We may not like each other, but I know Glirna is.
Play any color. No, bro.
Glirna is our old. Her fate has tangled. If you need to get ready, go. There's still the. I'm sure they're pre.
You are pro. Nah, not really. For most color, I just feel I just suck. I just go on some color. Bro, don't need to pick. Bro, what the fuck? Misaka always play on the dark blue and the perp, and he only play these almost only play these two color, bro. I mean, I won't like let him only play the 3 or 4 color, but the point is you need to know everyone not pro on the different color. Like if you give me Empire, I just suck. But if you give me Vampire, I guess I'm pro. Even I'm not the good time. Right now the real problem is my room. My room, the cold air is fail. So I said I lost my most power because if I too high, I just can do nothing.
Whispered. The horned god told. The horned god soon. Yes. He read. I see it and went. If you want the horned, the finest warrior. My disciple. After the Gunvalda mass, the most devout called upon, and he did. I didn't think they'd. They opened it. He cannot be healed. To do that, a need of. It will remind him of who he once was. Long in. It's hidden, tied. Each one is guarded. Once all 3. Go, but be warned. Go.
So anyway.
broken, then why do I feel the pull?
Anyway, we closed this game end, I guess.
That's me. It's true. My current work is kind that could be a breakthrough. I think so too. You see the dull I'm trying to formula I'm developing. I'm glad you understand. To create my... You can find them here. X, remember?
I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment. I knew someone like you once, carried the world the same way. I was fading. I was happy fading. If the curse is broken, then why do I feel the pull?
Thank you, my king, for granting me a chance.
You wear his shadow. Is that why I came?
Let this blade wash away my sins.
I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment. Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me?
One last chance. I shall not waste it.
I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment.
Your road ends here.
I knew someone like you once, carried the world the same way.
Last chance. I shall not waste it.
I knew the horned god is I must begin the rite. Kill him? He guide his twisted neck, but his original. I understand. Whatever is, if you. But remember, that's when the truth. Take care.
Maybe he can't. Besides, if you ask, they didn't know what they would. If they'd known what would happen. We need to get rid of that. I won't let my people live. It's true. But if the old god failed, I'm not worried about this. Hard. And now that I've seen what he's capable, if we manage to rebuild the tribe, besides, not on my. We need to break free from this cut. It won't. I won't lie. Let me know.
Yes, in the homelands. He took on human form. It was only when he sensed that the beast grew to the size of a mountain, striding to I dread we barely met. I outlawed the Stagfather's cult.
By what right do you tread in my realm, blasphemer? Who dare stand before me unbidden? I heard the call, and the moment the hunt that began then. I was the hunter, and I felt only those who... The Svein, O Mew, it is they who... So tell me. Glirna, when I answered the summon, that rage, the moment if Glirna knew, then do...
Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me?
Blade and sword. Both are yours, Arthur.
Is that why I came?
I'm glad to fight for your side.
From this day forth, right do you tread in my realm, blasphemer? This is so. I cannot but know that
Have I been called, or have I wandered?
I am glad to fight by your side.
The curse is broken. Why do I feel cold?
forgive me. I strayed too far. They will forget me. And that is the true death.
You killed him. You have. You ripped. Then listen to your. Now go. There.
You made the right choice. Hard to say, but we'll decide. We can hunt anywhere in this place. I believe it's time. Yes, I will. Perhaps what awaits us now is death that can. We no longer have a gun. But you know what? It's time for this fine.
I'm listening. The god I worship, because the god sitting inside that thing that attacked, it felt slaughtering most of scum. Here, watch your step.
Yes? This pleases me great. Their skills will be... Allow me in return. How did you manage to convince the Twyde tribe? You've done the here. Could it be that the Volker have uncovered the truth? Unbelievable. Take these people a gift in return. You have no idea how the members of the Oath, without them, we could. So, allow me to offer you a gift. Go now, my king.
Now you ask me, when it was your choices and actions that led to those consequences. You managed to unite all of the Dalrita. That is no small feat, especially considering they tend to fight each other when they have no one else to battle. Gerfana should be pleased.
It's you. I'll try. The other... Maybe I've been fooling myself. I thought the Ice Weaver's brain might... Maybe it's time. But you're not wrong. Even if I... Or maybe... I don't expect... I don't... You've helped me. Before you... Yeah. I got... Yes? I... Yet, I got.
fail again.
Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? I know he must. Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me? Then why do you feel the pull? Where did you go? He was just here. I know he was.
I am the fate.
First, you used these people to win yourself a kingdom, and now you herded them here under threat of being stomped to death by giants if they leave or disobey. After all that they've gone through, all that they've done, all that they've suffered, this is how you intend to repay them?
No kingdom will stand with people like them within its borders. They would have to change their ways. The Del Rita are not ready for this. You know this.
You did worse than all of them combined, and you are the one responsible for all they've done so far. They fought for your name and under your banners. Does this mean you're not fit to be a king? Not ready to have a kingdom?
I left the heritage of Pendragon behind me. I severed the ties between myself and my tribe. I lost all that tied me to the past when I became king. I set a new path for myself. They are not ready to do that.
Bullshit! You forced them to go against their sacred traditions. You destroyed their identities. They betrayed their comrades because you ordered them to. They kidnapped the children of the giants because you told them to do it. Everything they did was so that you could win this war. And now what? You're going to punish them for being your best, fiercest soldiers, most loyal of your men? Oh, stop with your excuses already. You broke them, and now you're abandoning them to starve or freeze to death in these damned lands.
This kingdom needs to be built on peace, Caradoc. Letting them live among merchants, lords, and ladies in Camelot or Timberwall. How would that go?
Exactly as anyone would expect it to go.
So we would end up with a civil war. Right after we've won the war that almost annihilated us all.
Oh, damn you. I've had enough. I stood by you through everything. Even what you did to me. To Seawall, I let it all slide. I told myself it was for something, for a noble cause. But this is where I draw the line. I renounce my oaths, and I'm walking away. Put a blade in my back if that helps you sleep. I don't care. Not anymore.
Now I remember it all. I left the best of my people here. I betrayed their loyalty, everything this land there is. I know. I may have been right. The tribes helped us win, but I had to do something. The giants sided with us, so under cover of not one of the most Caradoc, and I think he used. I come from the pen, a heritage that pillaged, and I decided to leave it. Now we've seen there's nothing left. I betrayed the ones who believed in me. I cut down the men who fought for me. I turned away from my own blood to build something better. And all I built was another ruin. I thought I was forging a future. I was just extending the fall. Do what you want. There's nothing about this land that I recognize anymore. All I've ever done got turned into dust, corrupted against my intentions, destroyed. Why bother?
Why? To see her, and it concerned the path to his tomb, not lifeblood. The great Merlin was. I don't know what he is. Yet until now, Merlin was here. Yes. If Merlin's soul, you should. I have no. You will do as you. I imagine there is. And endings. Thank you. Remember, I'm sure.
Once and future king, you return. Speak your will through the mortal you now inhabit. Is it time for us to awaken? We have waited for this moment. We are grateful for this decision. Your will shall be done.
We are ready to begin. You were strong enough to walk the king's thread. What is your will? We had the chance. I only hope that the threat and not. Thank you. The voice.
I know not ever that Alriata spent too long now.
The king sent the pack. Well, if we do, though I doubt our tribes will march.
We could have defeated I should have known this. We should at least be thankful.
So the giants have returned. It is. And we, the Del.
Alright, we're...
Bertolak? Where did you go? He was just here. I know he was. Where's the man who stayed?
You. Here. I can't believe this. After everything I did for you, you won't even let me rest in peace. I'm not talking to you, you mongrel. I'm speaking to the one...
Let me... Galahad, my friend. We come to you.
It wasn't enough to tamper with him, or do you know? It becoming a four-dweller off.
I've always valued your counsel, Galahad. But we were losing the war, and you were no longer at my side. I had no choice.
Nonsense. How could you fraternize with him? You're right. I wasn't there.
It was my choice.
I always knew the old man was a manipulator.
I respect your opinion.
As do I. So, not that you're giving me a choice. I never really had a choice, did I?
Probably.
Do what you want.
Then...
Just one thing. May the weirdness take you, traitor.
Because it's broken, then why do I feel the pull?
Thank you, King, for granting me a chance at redemption.
Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me? We bled from this dream. I wonder if you still believe it. We bled from this dream. I wonder if you still believe it.
I wonder what it is about that name that makes it heavier to bear than most. They're always more driven, but more volatile things are. You've met? It fascinates me how he both is and they share the same drive. Or so I've heard. On the contrary, though, but you're right about the worst. Go well.
Galahad. I should have known he wouldn't be too happy about being brought back, but I hoped. War isn't a time. Galahad was a group, but would he have been a good? That's why news. Men like him, in that regard. He led a dangerous had it succeeded, but it didn't. After the war, over time, well, I regret.
Happy fading. I knew someone like you once. Carried the world the same way. You wear his shadow. Is that why I came?
You kept us waiting. You're too best tidy. Ah, of course. When you finally join, I won't deny my end. I've met many who said their bones now sooner, so yeah. I've been unless, in which case. I knew I had a few words with Govanon and with my own. Sometime I killed 5 knights. 4 at the last I drowned. Quite the fine lad. I imagine long. I see. But I propose if I lose with but if you then you'll lie in the tomb. So splendid. I lost. Oh, how I missed that rush. As I promised, I'll serve the two of you. Here is my oath. I shall be ready to fight at your side whenever you should call upon me. Thank you.
Have I been called, or have I wandered? Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? I was fading. I was happy fading. Have I been called, or have I wandered? Have I been called, or have I wandered? I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment. I knew someone you once carried the world the same way. If the curse is broken, then why do I feel cold? If the curse is broken, then why do I feel the pull? If the curse is broken, then why do I feel the pull?
wasn't expecting such a grandiose visit, my king. And I see that you were brought here by some That's kind of... These halls ain't... sometimes I forget them. But to the point, the pleasure is mine. There was once a grim legend that claimed this tomb was built out of fear. She foretold that all the great knights who were denied the king's favor and honors would rise at the end of days as an army of the dead. They would march on Camelot, seize the but those. This tomb opens only for two, and I've been sitting here long enough to know what... No, I'm bound here by an oath, but is perfectly... Anyone who fight and rest like that, they also bring battle-scarred and the dead, someone to watch over. Really kind of... You see, I once met... Unfortunately, it slipped. If you could find... If we do not the dead... No wonder... You did? I try not to go there. Sometimes. Thank you. Here. Some nights wear death like a cloak. As for the empty grave, it doesn't mean the end is near. When the body finally rests in... Hope you...
And so, it is done. Now everything rests in your hands. Their souls, and the fate of Avalon. There is. But it's not the whole story. Arthur and his knights, not yet. Nothing. Should people live, or should they be allowed? No. My people make what I want. Arthur and his knights are it's the best. Releasing their soul. The wordness. Arthur and his knights worked. Thank you. And I hereby welcome you as a full member of the Royal Geographers. May you carry the legacy of Iryu the Fast Rider and Eleanor Dunn. May your paths be clear, your burdens light, and may Avalon remember your name. Farewell, traveler. I hope our paths cross again.
Meeting him made me reflect on what... Somewhere along the way, I pity the lot. I'm glad this one will have a chance to fight at his king's side and serve me, as he always wished to.
Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me? We bled for this dream. I wonder if you felt it. I remember dying. I was at peace, I think. If only for a moment.
One another. It has been a long while, my old friend. Tell me, are you prepared to behold your life as I have seen it? Are you ready to face the weight of choices you have made and the paths you allowed to wither? You could have had
You could have been everything. It was within you. But you were too weak. Too uncertain to claim true greatness.
Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me? I knew someone like you once. Carried the world the same way. Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me? Curse is broken, then why do I feel the pull?
You never understood that by turning hope for the tame, had you heeded me, you would have what? War demands sacrifice, and sacrifice must be seen through. You allowed me to finish what I began. I did all that could be done. You proved yours. And now tell me all you. Now do you see what your hesitation brought? The Red Death spreads again. It comes fear, chaos, and annihilation.
I knew someone like you once. Carried the world the same way.
Now do you see what your hesitation brought? The Red Death spreads again. It comes fear, chaos, and annihilation.
You could have stalled its return. Had you allowed me to complete your threat, the Pale Lady's grief would tell me all of it. Before you finally opened your eyes and then did what was necessary.
He was just here. I know he was. I was pleased. I was happy. I remember dying. I was at peace. I think. If only for a moment. I remember dying. I was at peace. I think. If only for a moment. Have I been called or have I wandered? Return? Or did someone else need me? Retalak? Where did you go? He was just here. I know he was.
Do you remember how long it took to... You kept refusing to use... What did the lives tell me? Look upon... Arthur. All...
Step forward, coward.
I knew someone like you once. Carried the world the same way. Have I been called or have I wandered? Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? Where's the man who stayed? Where's the one who watched over me? I remember dying. I was at peace, I think. If only for a moment. I was fading. I was happy fading. I was fading. I was happy fading. I was fading. I know he was. I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment. I remember dying. I was at peace, I think.
Merlin, Merlin. What is there to speak of? He said all Merlin wished to end the... Yet he was right. Was he? Knew all my... He spoke the truth. No, that was true. I know. It was what we both... Seawall. I told myself that by following... Yet in the end, I cannot. It couldn't. Avalon is true. Whatever the result. And what the war with cruelty. I could have ended it much sooner. Had I... It was a... This land is forever tainted. I hesitated to use... And now... You have too good. I wish we lived in a better, but we do not. Please. I can only hope there might.
Did I ask to return? Or did someone else need me?
The center cannot hold, little prince. The fall, it is already here. Step further and see for yourself. And so you have arrived. I look at you. Lies, the Pale Lady managed. I thought that those were gifts from her. But no. All my attempts to weave a place that was eventually before that. You. Yes, I regret that you regret. If you had never come to be, or if the she looked at the humans and wished to be like everything. Your body, you took it all up, and this time.
I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment.
So, I hope you're... This is the Charred Conclave. They spoke out. They believed that, but people... Cruel... They called... But the Druids believed their results were... Well, the Red Church and their politicians... It's always... Well, death. And so you're... To greet you. And here... Well, first, you're going to meet my He'll try to sugarcoat the hard... Why waste time here? Just once you've... But if you've... Go on.
At last few dared to seek the truth buried in Avalon, and now... Oh, forgive me, I've carried the weight. What lingered, it's pure... Oh, precisely the opposite. Ridiculous, I know. Ultimately... Yes, by the end of his life, Excalibur, but Merlin and the others, so they acted. A clever sort. They feared losing what Arthur represented. You can't pick and choose with... He left out two pieces. One tainted. Merlin thought compassion and doubt were weak that way. I tried. And I found finding it needed more than magic. The horrors you endured, that's why you found the king. You flatter me, I can see. I want to... It won't. This... Because I've seen whatever they're left... If things... They will follow him. Help me bring the king. Now, I made this.
I was there when we believed in it, every battle. But then, we turned from night. At first I told that's Arthur, and no. But... I'd like to believe... You need to understand, but he wasn't. I've seen what happened, but that's not what comes out. Arthur's the only myth that a puppet kid... Maybe they'll keep... Let them stand. At least it won't be a... Call it chaos. I just want what comes out. Then let it. I've lived longer than any man. Orin's a druid. I don't believe it's my decision. I've watched this cycle. We were fooled, resurrecting Arthur. Such violation. Listen. You've brought Arthur's soul, so you're close now. And then, go. Go.
you've come. Please, just... Because do you know what it is like to be... I've seen town. I've been and most... I want kill me. Just... Orin wants a king. Not me, but symbols aren't Do you know? He thinks ending me will people or take that away. Let me die. Another one, but please. Isn't that what you've been doing? Doesn't that? I don't care. Do you know how freeing that to not feel, to not see the suffering? Do what you think is, and that you hold the choice. I don't just let me.
Help me bring the king. Now, I made this.
Go on.
Let me.
You carried a dying king across the bone. Now I do not guide. I do not offer. You have now. Choose. You will vanish. You will break the frame. You will be seen. You will He shall find his way home. Who do you? Then the prince will ascend.
No, I won't let this happen. Not again.
Bled for his dream. I wonder if you still believe it. I remember dying. I was at peace, I think, if only for a moment.
You uncovered the truth buried in the weirdness and used it to return Arthur to where he truly belonged, ending the cycle and securing Avalon's future. The Four-Dweller Mother's heart, no longer bleeding, sealed the wound in the world, and with it, ended the Red Death that had stolen so many lives. And so, the legend of King Arthur began to fade. In its place grew a stronger Avalon, where the weirdness was no longer feared, but understood. With One Eye and Captain Brandon working side by side, the South found a peace it hadn't known in years. The roads stayed open, the fields were guarded, and the people finally felt safe. No longer bound to Camelot or the Knights of the Round Table, it became a land ruled by its own people on its own terms. Because of you, the men here remained and the Kuanact endured, not just as a place, but as a legacy of quiet defiance and hope. Lord Yvain was remembered as a hero who gathered the wise and set out in search of the Grail, while Kuanact stood as a peaceful haven amid the weirdness. You awakened the giants, only to command their end, leaving no power behind for either side to claim. Without their strength, the balance held, but the divide between Camelot and the Dal Rita remained, wide, bitter, and far from settled. Feargas was named the new Galahad the Loyal. With One Eye and Brandon unable to rally the Dal Rita of the Forlorn Swords, the south remained divided. Feargas prepared Camelot's forces to reclaim the region by strength, determined to restore unity through conquest if necessary. The captain led the south to independence, breaking all ties with Camelot. Under his rule, the horns of the south flourished. Merchants, pilgrims, and adventurers returned to the roads, and prosperity once again reached the far corners of the land. One Eye ruled the south with the horns of the south at his side. The Dal Rita of the Forlorn Swords remained divided, leaving the south strong but isolated. Without wider unity, his rule endured for a time, but the future beyond his leadership remained uncertain. Nianta left Kuanacht with Yvain, and her fate remained unknown. Yet among the people she once served, tales of her devotion and courage endured, and her name was remembered with respect. Maggot left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, surprising many who had long considered him harmless and weak. His fate remained unknown, but in time, the people spoke proudly of the last druid, claiming him as one of their own. Urfre left Kuanacht alongside Yvain, despite concerns about his age. His fate remained unknown, but the people admired him for finding purpose at the end of his life, and spoke of him with lasting respect. Ailey turned to the merchants for support, and for a time the hospital prospered. But when they began charging patients for care, she walked away and opened her own small practice, refusing to serve profit over healing. With Helmi as the new matron, the Volca returned to their former glory with renewed ferocity, their berserkers filled with an aggression that stirred quiet fear among the other tribes. Among the united tribes of the Dal Rita, the Volca were treated with equal parts awe and mistrust, seeming to teeter closer and closer to madness. Ingui turned away from the eternal sleep, choosing life over dreams. In time, she began to rebuild the Thoid among the living, planting the first seeds of a new future for her scattered people. Under Strona's leadership, the Ulfra found new strength. He rebuilt the tribe and reunited them with the rest of the Dal Rita, restoring their place among the tribes of the Forlorn Swords. With the Stagfather slain and the old bonds broken, Barlaam led the Svine towards a new path. He opened the tribe to the other clans of the Dal Rita and guided them to settle in the Mather mines. You chose to free the Fordwellers, but captivity had broken their minds. They turned on their savior and were slain. Without the song, the Stone Warden craft ended, and their legacy was lost with the death of the last of their order. After returning to Camelot, Killian lived quietly for a time. When he vanished, few asked questions. Unsettling rumors had always followed him, and most preferred not to remember. O Queen Cinnamon Sage never forgot the bond he shared with you. Proud of the path you chose, he built a small shop near your grave, and in quiet moments, still spoke to you as he once did. A friend loyal beyond the bounds of life.